just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Okay. I know it's not a hockey quote there, hockey fans, but it's one of the most iconic sayings in a sports movie ever. The world famous Harry Doyle played. I mean, just there were so many of those little things that it wasn't scripted. A lot of people don't know it wasn't scripted, and that's just how talented that man was, and we do miss him. Had a long life, Milwaukee Brewers announcer forever, and definitely totally missed. But now that I've got that out of my system, because I am wearing just a bit outside shirt my wife got me, which totally was the whole reason that went on our podcast today, because she knows that's one of my favorite things ever. Anyways, welcome back, fans.
It's probably still one of the best sayings, but not. It's one of my favorite, but not my favorite from those movies. And I know I've already said on the podcast.
Yeah, women they
can't live without them, and they can't pee standing up.
Yeah, Rube Baker, baby. Some really talented writing, and I don't know, maybe a lot of it was just came out of their mouths.
Improvised.
But it was an improvised, great movie. So, how are you today, Cody?
I'm doing good. I'm happy it's the weekend. Happy we're doing this right now.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the little project that we did, definitely. Yeah. Well, I was thinking of Captain Chaos, Adam, as I weirdly introduced our podcast this week. Sometimes I go totally off the wall. I could say a little bit of inspiration from you, bro. Anyways, doing the, and we'll get to that. Why don't we go right to news, and I'll say what I was going to say when we get to the part.
Okay.
Definitely broke up my week and made me smile.
You want to do Kings news first or Ducks news first?
We have that in our notes. Ducks first. Let's go Ducks.
Well, that's just because I just copy and paste, so that way it's not as trouble for me.
So the lazy part of the Royally Quack podcast will go first.
All right. The lazy part. I'll let you do everything from now on and see if you call that lazy anymore. Anyways, but all right, we'll get this thing rolling. We'll start with the Ducks news. Some shocking news, I would say, to start. I was not expecting this, but the Anaheim Ducks have placed defenseman Rodwin Denisio on waivers for the purpose of a mutual contract termination. Denisio's contract has been officially terminated after he cleared waivers. Denisio is a highly gifted offensive defenseman who was drafted in the 5th round of the 2023 NHL draft. Denisio was regularly in the goals lineup. Then there was reports began to be issues with the player and the team, which led to him only playing 3 games in last December. Following a month, Denisio got suspended twice, which led to him immediately getting assigned back to the ECHL, and then he got sent to play in Switzerland. So,
wow.
Yeah, and this is someone that I was actually kind of looking forward to, like one of those like kind of dark horses later in the draft and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I guess he was just a locker room cancer, it sounds like.
That definitely sounds like
getting suspended twice in 1 month. I think one was like he spit on a player, I believe.
One of his teammates?
No, he spit on like I don't know if it was one of his teammates or another team or the other team, but either way, you can't be doing that.
He must have inspired Carter to spit on Dak.
Well, I don't know if you saw Dak started that first.
He said he didn't spit though. I didn't see it.
There was a replay where it showed Dak spitting something towards Carter. I saw a replay of someone's like, see, Dak started it first.
So he didn't get suspended, did he?
Did Carter get suspended?
He did.
Oh,
Well, he got ejected.
I would have thought that. I'm like, dude, he spit on me first. Check
Yeah.
check the tapes.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a inquiry through the whole thing to see exactly all that happened.
Mhm.
And then today, you just never know. You could be on video, at the grocery store screaming at someone who,
Yeah.
ran over your foot or something, and you just never know. That's one thing. Like when we were officiating, they started telling us, "I got to be careful what you say and what you do, because any of these parents could be videotaping you."
Yep.
So
Agreed. Next bit of news is Roger McQueen at the combine with the Providence Friars, starting his new NCAA career. He was measured at 6.5 inches. I'm sorry, 6'5". Actually, no, sorry. Last season he was 6'5", and now he's been measured at 6'6", going into camp with the Providence Friars. And just a reminder how everyone said that Ryan Getzlaf was a big, intimidating power forward. Getzlaf was only 6'4".
his center, he was a center.
What?
Getzlaf was the center. He
I said
wasn't
power forward.
Yeah, well,
Power forwards
powers.
can be wingers
Yeah.
and centers. I said power forward. I didn't say
Okay.
winger or center. I know Getzlaf was the center.
Okay.
Obviously, I know that. Come on. I said power forward.
One more time.
Power forward. But just this is I'm kind of glad that he did do the college route. I think that's great for his development and everything like that. He can get more time practicing, more time in the weight room, building that 6'6" body of his to be in NHL shape. And if it takes him another year, then that's fine. I mean, I don't think the Ducks need him up right away, anyways. But
Yeah,
as long as
he's probably gonna be 2 or 3 years because he's still growing.
I would say two. I would say if he doesn't make it next year, it's gonna be the year after. Not this upcoming season, the season after that. So probably like the 2027, you'll probably see him in a Ducks uniform.
We will see. Hopefully, that would be great because they're going to need someone to check Byfield when we play each other.
Yeah, true. Last thing. Yesterday on the 32 Thoughts podcast, Elliot Friedman said, "I've consistently heard over the last little while that they are not crazy about bridging McTavish. Now, maybe that will change. Maybe they'll do it, but I've heard they prefer long term."
So it's term, not money.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like more term than anything.
Yeah.
I guess McTavish wants a bridge deal so that way he can get paid more later on. Because if you think about it, like the Ducks still have a lot of players that are going to be due big contracts soon. Carlson, Cutter, Minty, Zellweger. There was another one. Who was it? Crap, who is it? I know I'm missing somebody else. But like I said, there are 4 big players already right there that are going to be due new contracts next season, actually.
Well, if you're a team, you want to lock the guy up. I can understand what the Ducks are doing.
Yeah.
But if you're the player, I want a bridge deal. I want to make more money later. I believe in myself. That's what you're hearing.
Yeah.
I believe in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, there would be a lot of people interested in getting McTavish if they can't come to reason and get a contract going. So
I just hope that McTavish signs sooner than later, just because we have a brand new coaching staff coming in. And if you really think about it, this literally happened 2 years ago. Brand new coaching staff came in, new head coach. Zegras and Drysdale needed to be re-signed, and they both waited till almost the last possible minute to sign. So they missed all of training camp. They missed a couple preseason games. And then after that, they were just always hurt. I don't want that to repeat. And this is why I get why, the Ducks fans on social media are getting very annoyed because we feel like this is going to happen again. And I totally get it. I don't want that to happen. I want McTavish to sign now. So I was just hoping that I would get a pop-up saying, "Oh, McTavish signed," just praying that would happen. That would have been kind of funny. That way he can get down here to SoCal, get to know the new coaches and everything, work with them, and then that way he doesn't miss any time with the new coaches, is in all the practices, all the training camp, all the whatever preseason games he needs to be in. So
yeah, I understand.
But yeah, and that's all I have for Ducks news.
Well, let's go to Kings news. And, in a similar matter, we have Adrian Kempe is going to be a unrestricted free agent at the end of this next coming season. And they're in contract talks. And I haven't heard it's about term at all. It's about money. He wants $10 million, and they don't want to give him 10. They're going to play hardball with him for a little bit. I go, you're going to be seeing probably Connor McDavid making somewhere between 17 and 20 million when they re-sign him. I wouldn't doubt it with the cap keep going up. Money is going up. And even though maybe he's not the biggest scoring guy, but how many guys are two-way players like Kempe is? I mean, he's a stellar defender, and he's got a wicked shot. And if you don't believe that, just ask any of the Ducks goalies in the past that played against him, because he's a duck killer. So
he's a Gibson killer.
We need to get him signed just as bad as you guys need to get McTavish signed. So both teams are.
I wouldn't. No, you still have Kempe for the season under contract. McTavish is not under contract.
But we don't put him under contract. He could just play it out the rest of the year, and when we don't have Kempe this year. So I'm talking similar in getting them signed. So let's move on. The NHL 26 game came out with player ratings, and I'm going to go over really quick here what the Kings are. And this is in order of how highly they're ranked. Kempe's at 88, which I think he should probably be at least 90. Kopitar 88, Doughty 88, Kemper and Fiala at 87. Then you have Deneau and Byfield ratings at 86. Clark and Anderson at 85. Trevor Moore at an 84. Warren Fogle also at 84. LaFerriere at 83. Kuzmenko 82. Dumoulin 82. Forsberg 81. Sorry, I got CC and 81. Armia and Edmondson 81. Turcotte and Perry at 80. Perry isn't only at an 80. Guys scored 19 goals last year for the Edmonton Oilers. So those are just the ratings for them, and you guys can see that on Mayor's Manor. It's you'll see it if you go to Mayor's Manor on the internet, and you can see that for yourselves. Also on Kings of the Podcast this last week, Jordan Spence said his goodbyes to everyone, and it was very classy. He was very classy about it. He even went to Warren Fogle got married, and then I'm blanking on who else got married by the Kings. Oh, Mikey Anderson's wedding, and he went to both of them. Well, no, we're talking about Jordan Spence, Adam. So,
no, he's talking about the NHL player ratings. Sorry, I'm a little behind. And Mom also said, "What do these numbers mean?" It's just their overall ratings in the hockey game.
Yeah, there's more to it. That's their average rating that each player gets. Where I think McDavid was a 99, right?
McDavid was a 97.
Who it was anybody a 99?
No.
Well, if McJesus isn't 99, nobody's going to be there. Well, anyways, back to the news. A lot of people don't realize that this could be a big waiver loss season for the Kings. I'm going to go over some of the minor names right now. Glenn Godden, Logan Brown, Cole Cutman, Joe Hicketts, Samuel Bowden. Phoenix Copley would be a bigger one. Martin Chromiak, Sammy Hellenius, Andre Lee, Jeff Malott, Akil Thomas, Kyle Burrows, and Jacob Moverari. Now, some of those guys are going to be on the Kings roster as maybe an extra forward or an extra defender. But there's only room, I think, for one extra defender. So it's either Moverari or Burrows. And I'm betting on Moverari. So, and other Kings news, there is still a possibility for Liam Greentree that he could play for the Reign this year because they are in talks between the NHL and the CHL to bring what's going to happen next year, maybe a year earlier, which would really help players like Greentree and even Beckett Seneca if he doesn't make the Ducks roster. Because going back to the OHL, I mean, dang, Greentree had 49 goals and 119 points. He has nothing else to prove in the OHL. So
neither does Seneca.
Well, yeah, and they were both all-stars. So in the OHL. Anyways, that's Kings news for this week. And we'll go on to league news, Cody.
Yep. I just got to find. We'll skip that first one. But Marco Scandella has officially retired from professional hockey at the age of 35.
Okay. And Derek Ryan has also officially retired at the age of 38.
And then let's see, Derek Ryan. The Philadelphia Flyers have acquired forward Tucker Robertson from Seattle Kraken in exchange for forward John Rondell Avon.
Avon Collie.
Oh God, no, not that again.
The Minnesota Wild are signing ex Mighty Duck Brett Leeson to a tryout. UTO.
I wish. Here's what he said. Hicketts won't make the roster, not anymore.
Well, he won't make the NHL roster for sure.
Yeah.
So he's going to be on waivers. A lot of those first guys are all guys that are definitely going to be on waivers, Adam. Some of those later guys, some of them still have a chance to make the NHL roster.
Yeah.
Hellenius, I would think is going to make it. And it's either Moverari or Burrows, unless somebody blows Hiller's socks off and moves above them.
Yeah. And then next bit of news. I forgot to say. I wish Brett Leeson the best. I hope he can make the Minnesota Wild. I wish the Ducks would have had him re-signed as like the 13th forward. I think he would have been a good fit with us, especially if the Ducks. I'm just saying, if the Ducks do make the playoffs, I think he would be a great fourth liner to play in the playoffs. He just has that kind of play for him and everything. So I wish him the best there. I really do. I always liked Brett Leeson. And then next bit of news is the Flames have re-signed RFA forward Connor Zary to a 3-year, $3.775 million AAV contract extension.
And Michael Russo is reporting that the Minnesota Wild and Kirill Kaprizov are inching closer towards an 8-year extension, stating that he heard the sides are close. He believes it will come in around $128 million, and that's 16 mil AAV. So he would be the highest paid player until McDavid resigns.
Currently, I mean, Draisaitl's currently, but I think that deal won't start till next season.
Yeah, well, that's boosting McDavid's chance to get into 20 million.
I see. I don't think that he's gonna do the 20 million. I mean, yeah, he can easily get the 20 million a year. I think he could, but I think he knows if he does that, the chances of the Oilers, building a better team around him will be harder.
Yeah, he'd take a hometown discount to be competitive.
Yep.
Pull a Tom Brady.
Exactly.
He did that quite a bit, and look at 7 Super Bowls.
Jesus. Next, we got a blockbuster trade here. The Montreal Canadiens have traded Carey Price to the San Jose. Oh, sorry, Carey Price and a 2026 fifth-round pick to the Sharks in exchange for defenseman Gannon Larocque. But I'm just kidding. It's not a blockbuster trade. They're just trading his contract. That way they can be under the cap. And since they did that, the Canadiens now have just under $4.6 million in projected cap space per Puckpedia. It was just a money move.
Yeah. And sad news for hockey. Former Montreal Canadiens goaltender Ken Dryden has passed away at the age of 78 following a battle with cancer.
I would probably say he's definitely one of the best goalies in NHL history.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, I can remember watching him play.
I can't say the same.
I know. Unfortunately, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Oh, and then let's go back to the NHL and NHLPA collective bargaining agreement. So they're actually starting some of the new CBA rules this season.
Kind of what I talked about.
Which one? Oh yeah, the U19 having a 19-year-old in the AHL.
Yeah, they're trying to work that out because they realize it's really.
Oh yeah, he was okay, Adam. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, totally.
Captain of Chaos strikes again.
Yeah, no kidding. So here are the new rules starting this season, as from the new CBA that's going to start this season. The new playoff salary cap is starting this year. The playoff salary cap. So no more, Kachuk is out and then game 83, bam, he's back in and you could be over the cap. Nope, you have to be cap compliant. And it's full cap hit. It's not like the percentage of the cap anymore. It's full cap hit for everything. So
it's a real cap instead of just a circumvented cap.
Yeah. So, and then if a player is, I want to say it's the average salary pay was like 3.8 million. So what's going to happen is if a player is hurt and he has a chance to come back, you can use, I think, the 3.8 million. I'm sorry. Just if you guys go listen to the 32 Thoughts, Elliot explains it a lot better too. So hopefully, that will help. But here's also the new rules. It limits the changes to the LTIR, reducing the benefits a team receives in LTIR. No deferred compensation effective October 7th, 2025. Restriction on paper loans. Restriction on second retention on traded contracts. So now there is no more like 3 teams trades where one team takes on 0.5% and the other one takes 0.5% kind of thing. So there's no more of that. The 19-year-old one hasn't been implemented yet. They're still they got to have an agreement with the CHL to do that first.
Right.
Otherwise, that would be great. Yeah, there you go. The Vegas cheaters loophole is closed. There you go. That's the good example right there. And then the 4 recall rule. I'm guessing you can only recall a player 4 times. And then this one will start the next year for the prior to the 2026-2027 drafted player rights retentions for 2026 draft. Minor league compensation limits March 1st. NHL minimum salary increases effective March 1st. ECL contract limits also on March 1st. Mandatory neck protection starts on July 1st. And entry-level eligibility for European players is also March 1st. And then everything else will stay on time. The only one we're iffy on right now is the AHL 19-year-old player thing. Like what we were talking about for Green Tree and Seneca. Because if they can get that going, then it's Seneca is going to be and Green Tree are both going to be in the AHL this next year, like this season.
Well, they should be in the AHL. So,
and then last but not least, for the league news, 3 teams have came out with new uniforms. I'm going to put them right up here. So if you guys want to go see the new uniforms, head over to YouTube and Twitch, give us a follow, and check it out live with us. So here is the Kraken's new black 3rd jersey, and they will be playing the Ducks in this jersey. They'll be playing the Ducks in this jersey. What is it? I have it here somewhere. Here it is. They'll be playing them on January 23rd against the Ducks and none against the Kings. So here's a close-up on the logo. And then last but not least, it is also a glow-in-the-dark jersey.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
And then they don't play in the dark, huh?
yeah, exactly. I mean, but maybe when they come in, like when players start skating around during like the player intros and everything, it'll probably look pretty cool because usually it's all blacked out around that time.
Yeah, true.
And then the Carolina Hurricanes have continued their weird style of uniforms. They don't like to just have the same type of uniform. They like to change, like every single jersey they have is different. They have the black one with the Hurricane flag on it. Then this is their new away uniform right here. This white with the looks like they copied the logo from their Stadium Series logo a couple years ago. And then their 3rd jersey is just their old home jersey with the red one with the red. Right, like I said, they can't decide what design they want to do for their looks. And then here's another look of it. And then I do like the patches. The Stormy the Pig outfit or the patch. And then last but not least, the Senators have come out with a 3rd jersey with a new 3rd alternate jersey. I really like this one. This one's my favorite out of the 3. I don't know. I think it looks really clean. I like the red. I kind of wish I do like the I missed the red look for the Senators just because that was like their go-to, but I do like their black jerseys. Adam says Seattle has amazing uniforms. Carolina's is terrible, and I can agree with that. I like Ottawa's a little bit more than Seattle's. Seattle's looks too close to like the San Jose 3rd jerseys and the Rangers 3rd jerseys, in my opinion. So, and then next up we got the Rookie Faceoff preview.
Okay. You
have your lineup?
Well, it's not a lineup. I have a roster.
Oh, roster. That's what I meant.
And you guys, they're probably every one of these guys will probably play some. So you're not always going to get to see like Liam Greentree or Beckett Seneca or any of those guys. They'll probably play Well, they're only playing 2 games, right?
Yeah, they're only playing 2.
So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go through the forwards. Jan Chauvin from the Sudbury Wolves. He'll be number 76. Number 58 will be Jake Crawford. He's a camp invitee from the OHL. 57 will be Kenny Connors from the Ontario Reign. Dawson Gerwig, another camp invitee from the WHL, will be 94. Number 64 will be our best player, Liam Greentree, currently from the Windsor Spitfires of the OHL. Number 62, Jack Hughes from Ontario Reign.
You got Jack Hughes?
Yeah, we do. Isn't his dad the GM at Montreal?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kenta Izagoa, minor league contract. He'll be number 46. Number 74 will be Atu Jamson from the Ontario Reign. 99, Caleb Lawrence, Ontario Reign. Number 54 will be draft pick from this year, Jimmy Lombardi from the Flint Firebirds. Number 67, Keaton Mastrodonato from the minor league contract. Number 71, Ryan O'Hara, camp invitee from the ECHL. And number 53, Jared Wright from the Ontario Reign. And these are all forwards, by the way, if I didn't say so before. And number 89, Cohen Zemer, also from the Ontario Reign. Now the defenseman, 81, Angus Booth from the Ontario Reign. And then first round pick, Henry Brustevich, number 68 from the London Knights. 63, Nate Corbett, camp invitee from the WHL. Number 51, Jacob Dvorak up from the Ontario Reign. And then we have number 78, Kirill Kirsanov from the Ontario Reign. And then number 60, Otto Salin, Ontario Reign. Number 91, Will Sharp. He was just drafted this last year from the Kawana Rockets in the WHL. And number 80, Jared Woolley from the London Knights. Yeah, Adam, we're going to do that. We will do the Gary just reading the names. Yeah. Embarrass the old guy. There we go.
Buddy.
So the goalies are going to be number 40, Carter George from the Owen Sound Attack of the OHL, and Matthias Scholl from the minor league contract. I don't know if the Ducks can put in a better goalie than what the Carter George.
Maybe one. But we'll get to that. Are you done with your lineup?
That's my roster for the.
All right, and here's our roster. Here, I'm gonna go with the forwards. They got. I mean, it looks like we might see every single player because we have 13 forwards, 7 defensemen, and 3 goalies. So it looks like we could see each player twice. But here we go with the forwards. Number 89, Emil Gut. He was acquired via the 2025 draft, 5th round, 159th overall. Ryan Lochtabach. He's a camp evite. He played with UMass in NCAA last year, and they also played it looks like 3 games with the San Diego Gulls last year. Then we also got Owen Lindmark. He's also a camp invite. He played 37 games with a Wisconsin team in the NCAA. He also played 15 games with the San Diego Gulls. Then you also got Maxim Massey. He was the 3rd round pick, 66 overall in the 24 draft. Nico Majadovic. Massey played for Chicoutimi last year. Majadovic played for San Diego Gulls last year. He was the 2nd round pick, 33rd overall in the 2023 draft. Colson Petrie played for the Gulls last year. 3rd round pick, 65th overall in the 2023 draft. Ethan Precision played for North Bay in the OHL last year. We got him via the draft in the 3rd round, 68th overall, 2024. Did I say Badgers? Is it the Badgers? Wisconsin Badgers? I think it's the Badgers. Yeah. Then we got Noah Reed from the London Knights. We just drafted him recently. 3rd round, 72nd overall in the 2025 draft. Beckett Seneca from the played with the Oshawa Generals last year. He was our first round pick, 3rd overall in 2024. Igor Sidorov, he played for the Gulls last year. He was our 3rd round pick in 2023, 85th overall. Brady Turco, no relation to Marty Turco. He played for the Brandon Wheat Kings last year, 7th round pick, 200th overall in 2025. You just said a Wisconsin team. Oh, I meant to say Wisconsin Badgers, NCAA. My bad. Tim Washi, who played for Western Michigan, reigning champs. He also played 2 games with the Anaheim Ducks last year. He was a free agent in 2025, but we already re-signed him, so he'll be there. And then Jackson Weeb played with the Tulsa Oilers and the San Diego Gulls last year, and he was a free agent, but it looks like he's already signed. Next up, 7 defensemen. Will Francis, which I'm glad that he's going to be part of this, just because he's the one that has had the battle with cancer on and off. So I'm glad to see him back out there. He was a 6th round pick in 2019, 163rd overall. Alexis Matthew, he played for Bay Camus in the QMJHL. He was the 5th round pick in the 2025 draft, 136 overall. Ian Moore is going to be there. He played for Harvard last year, the Gulls for 9 games, and then the Ducks for 3 games. He was our 3rd round pick in 2020, 67th overall. Connor Smith, he played for the Brampton team in the OHL, then got traded to this Owen Sound, and then he played 3 games for the San Diego Gulls. He was a 4th round pick in 2023, 97th overall. Taryn Smith played for Everett in the WHL. He was the 3rd round pick in 2024, 79th overall. And then Stain, the Norwegian nightmare himself, Solberg, who played for Farsted in the SHL and then 10 games with the Gulls last year. He was Anaheim's 1st round pick in 2024, 23rd overall. And the last defenseman, Daryl Yolankis, who played in Sweden for IAK. He was a 7th round pick in 2024, 214th overall. In our 3 goalies, we have Vyacheslav Batayets, who played for San Diego last year and Tulsa. He was a 6th round pick in 2022, 178th overall. Michael McIver, he's from the North Bay Battalion. He is a camp invite. And then Thomas Sukanik, who was, I want to say, one of the stars of the Gulls, not last year, but the year before. He was someone that I was really looking forward to seeing last year, but then he got that horrible injury. But it's glad to see he's back. And another Czechia goalie for Anaheim. It's kind of crazy. Mrazek, Dostal, and now Sukanik. So those are our 3 goalies. So it looks like we might see almost every player. I mean, they're only playing 2 games each. So I think we might see all these players. I mean, I don't think there's any rules in Rookie Faceoff about.
Yeah, they could actually have a lot more suited up.
Yeah.
But there are times they do have people that don't suit up.
Yeah.
I don't think Green Tree played all the games last year.
Yeah, but last year I think they played what, 3 or 4 games?
I think it was 3. Might have been 4.
It's like there's something in the Czech water. Come to Anaheim. That's what's in the water. So like I said, I'm excited, and I'm glad to let everyone know that we will be at the Sunday game between the Ducks and the Kings next week.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes. Me too.
If anyone else is going, please let us know, and hopefully we can meet some of you guys. And I actually got some new goodies that just came in, and I'd like to hand some out. So
Cool.
yeah,
Come join us.
You want to predict the games too? No.
It's a rookie face-off. I don't know who San Jose is gonna have playing.
True.
I really don't know a lot of the Duck guys.
Do you want to predict
these guys? I don't
Ducks,
even know on the Kings.
All right. Do you want to at least predict the Ducks versus Kings game?
Okay, sure. You go first.
What's your prediction?
No, you go first.
I'm gonna say 4-2 Ducks.
I'm gonna say 4-2 Kings.
Oh, okay. Copycat.
No, I wasn't copying. That's exactly what I had in my head when I.
Sure.
Or we decided who was going first. Hey, we have different teams.
Yeah.
Winning. So
that's true. All right, and then you want to go to the fun part of the podcast now?
Yeah, this was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
I actually got to design uniforms and pick colors and try to pick teams. I think we should leave the Pacific for the last. What do you think? Or do you have it in an order we can do it?
You just tell me, and I can put those ones up.
Okay.
Mom says 5-3 Ducks. Mom's
staying home.
Hey, I bought the ticket, so Mom's going.
Let's start with the Atlantic, and let's each of us pick our teams before we move on.
Okay.
So I had picked two different teams in the Atlantic, and one of them would have been the Quebec Nordiques, which I didn't pick any uniforms for or anything else. I'm assuming we could have gotten logos and all that stuff from their prior ones, but I chose the Richmond Rockets instead. Richmond is in Virginia, so now Virginia would have a team. Hey, the Roger Ebert of hockey might not be the one that would be lucky enough. If she decided not to go.
Would the Richmond Rockets be an Atlantic team, or would your other team be more of an Atlantic team?
I think they could go either way.
I would say it's the other way around.
You think that would be Metro then?
I think that'd be Metro. So you want to do Metro? Let's do Metro first, since you're already talking about it.
Okay, so the Richmond Rockets. I mean, and I even looked at the population. It's 226,000 people in Richmond, but the outlying areas is like 1.7 million. So it's viable for any kind of sports team to play there. And the colors for this team, maroon, white, and black.
So here are and thank you for Adam for getting me on this website. Now I can't stop making jerseys.
I got to tell you, that is so much fun. Yeah. Oh God, I had such a good time making the jerseys. So that is the Richmond Rockets.
That's the home, and then away. Yes, I got lazy with the number. Just ignore the numbers. Just focus on more of the jersey and pants, I guess. I was lazy with the numbers. I'm not going to deny it.
Well, yeah. Funny you pick 97. Who wears number 97?
That's just the standard on there.
Yeah. Well, it's
Mom, of course, Mom loves the colors. And then Adam, you're welcome. All right. So you have your Metro team. So you want me to do my Metro team?
Okay. Now, if you had any other teams, I actually had at least one other team with a team name picked.
Okay. What was your other one?
And in the Quebec Nordiques.
That's Atlantic.
Okay. The Cleveland Crusaders.
See, I had a Cleveland team. I just couldn't come up with a team name, so I kind of gave up. So I went with a different one. So the reason I went with this team is one, I try to find teams that already had a arena set up too, in a way. So I picked the Indianapolis Speed. You know, you can kind of go on with the Indy 500 with NASCAR and everything. I said the logo I just kind of found off of Google and everything. The colors I try to make like closer, like NASCAR kind of looking like flames. I thought the gray was a good touch with the red and orange. And then that's the home jerseys, and then you got the away jerseys.
Yeah,
And
those are
and
cool.
I would have them wear the red helmets too. I'm just saying, I think that would look good with the away jerseys, especially. With the home jerseys, I think they can wear the. I don't know if a red would look good with these ones, but yeah, this was my Metro one. I had a Cleveland one. I had another city. I want to say it was like Cincinnati was another one, but this one they could play where the Pacers play. So you already have a arena. So that's why I chose, and I thought it was a good touch to have like a race car themed team at the same time.
Very creative. I like it.
Yep. So now your Atlantic team.
My Atlantic team, the Atlanta Crashers. They're the Crashers, not Crushers would have been okay too.
You just had you had to create a team that had a rhyming thing with the Thrashers.
I did. I don't know why.
Yeah. So here are the jerseys that you made the concept for.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't the logo you picked, but I couldn't find anything, so I just found one off of Google. So here's the home. And you want to continue why Atlanta?
Yeah. Well, it has a population of 518,000 in Atlanta, 1.5 million in the surrounding area. Colors were blue, gray, white, and black. And chances are we're going to probably get a team in Atlanta again, I would think. We've had the Flames and then the Thrashers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what about you, Cody?
So my Atlantic team, I'll admit I cheated on this. It was late. I was tired. I had a hard time picking a Metro team. So I just brought back the Quebec Nordiques. I'll admit, I was lazy. I'm not going to deny it. So here are the home. Like I said, and I think it'd be great to have the Nordiques back. I know everyone said they would like to have them back, but I was, like I said, lazy. But I've always wanted the Nordiques to come back. So that was my whatchamacallit, my Atlantic team.
Okay. So now to the Central?
To the Central.
Okay. So I had 3 choices here. The Omaha Outlanders, the OKC Pioneers, or the Milwaukee Moose. And I chose the Milwaukee Moose. Population 551,000, surrounding area another 1.7 million, colors green, black, and white and gold. So yes, it does look like
the Green Bay Packers.
The Green Bay Packers.
No, honestly, I did make the logo off of Canva, and it looks cool the way it looks with the green and the yellow and the white and everything. I honestly, this was a great pick. I was thinking Milwaukee too for one of them. I'm not too fond of the away jerseys as much.
Yeah, they're all right. I do like the home jerseys.
The home is a lot better. I will say that. The home is a lot better. So with my Central team, I wanted to choose something a little different. they do have a basketball team there. They've already been favorited to have another team in the area. I didn't go with Houston. I thought about OKC. I thought about Kansas City, bringing back the Scouts.
Yeah.
So would your expansion draft, if you had the Moose, would you want to take Rantanen because his nickname is Moose?
Well, you know,
I just thought of that.
could I tell a little story more about this?
Yeah, go.
I actually played on a street hockey team back before. Well, I mean, you might have been just a baby at the time, and we were the Mooseheads. After the Moosehead beer, I could have done the Milwaukee Mooseheads, and we already would have had a sponsor.
Yeah, there you go.
So
that's funny. So as I was saying with mine, I could have gone with the Kansas City Scouts. I could have gone something with OKC. I had another one somewhere else. I just can't think of it. But I decided to go with the San Antonio Rattlers. I know it kind of looks like the Sharks, but I just love the colors.
yes,
I really do. So and we don't really have a snake team in the NHL. So I figured
wasn't there like a San Antonio Rattlers and like arena football?
Was there
some kind of Rattlers somewhere?
I don't know if there was. If it was, I'm sorry. I did not mean to copy it, but
well, all the names we probably used have been used somewhere, Cody. So
yeah.
So it's not like it's brand new.
And then here are the away jerseys. Here are the away jerseys.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah. So, like I said, I didn't want to choose Houston. I was torn between San Antonio and Kansas City, but for the teams, but I didn't want to have the Nordiques and the Scouts bringing back two teams. I wanted to have a little bit more, more imagination to it. And Adam said it was either arena football or the old XFL.
Yeah, I know. I remember the Rattler name on something.
I know there was a Rattlers team from one of those. I just didn't know if it was San Antonio or not. If it was, then oops. I honestly did not know if it was. But like I said, I just like the colors. I thought it'd be cool to have like a snake team in the NHL.
I like it.
Yeah. And then
so we go to the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
So I had three choices again: the Tempe Tornadoes, or the Portland Blades, or the Phoenix Firebirds. Anyone want to guess which one I picked?
One of the teams.
The Phoenix Firebirds.
And yes, we just copied the Coachella Valley Firebirds logo. It is a cool logo. I do like their logo. I like the red with the gray.
Yeah.
With the black. It is a good look.
It was so much fun to make. Just play with colors. It was so much fun.
And I do like this one for your away one.
Yeah.
So you're bringing back an Arizona team. I like the Firebirds. That's a good name, something different.
Yeah.
And then for me, what I went with was, let's see if I gotta go to my slide. I went with the Portland Pioneers.
Oh,
it's funny because you had Portland and Pioneers, but for two different teams. Yeah, the Portland Blades.
The Portland
and the
Blades.
OKC Pioneers. Didn't you?
That's the only Pioneer team I had.
Which one?
Was the OKC.
Yeah, I'm saying you had Portland as one of your teams.
Yeah,
Pioneers
Blades.
I just combined them.
You combined them.
Yeah.
Sort of look like the St. Louis Blues, maybe just a little bit. But with a little
that's why I
gold in
went
there.
with that's why I went with a different type of jersey with this.
Yeah.
I actually really liked the way these ones look.
Yeah,
stuff
I like it
that.
too. You did a great job with those. Those look good.
You know, like I said, again, they already have the Portland Trail Blazers up there, so they could play there. And here are the away jerseys.
Yeah, I like those too.
The only thing I wish is like that there was more white in the shorts, but you can't really control that.
All I gotta say is, and Adam made that comment, but out of all the teams we picked, you know, Moose, that would just go huge.
So out of the 4 you made, what was your favorite?
I actually, the uniform, I like the Richmond Rockets one.
The Richmond Rockets.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Firebird one, but I like that one.
I know Mom would pick this one.
Well, I just like it. I like the contrast and everything else about it. I mean, I actually like them all.
Yeah.
I wanted to be really different.
Yeah.
Obviously, picking Richmond, it's probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
But that's why it was fun. And then, you know, Milwaukee probably could get a team possibly. And I just thought Moose
that's a great one.
With the colors. I love that one. I mean, I liked them all, but I really like the maroon, white, and black contrast.
Yeah. My favorite that I made was the Indianapolis Speed. I think just the play with the Indy 500 and the NASCAR. It's a big metro area. They already got a basketball team. They have a good arena. You know, their basketball team was just in the finals. And I just like the away jerseys too, because you can also add the red helmet to it. But I would say my close second is like what Mom was just saying. The right here. I like the colors, but I really like the Rattlers. And honestly, I like the Rattlers too. That was like my second one. My second favorite, I would say.
Well, honestly, the colors, that teal color is my color. That's my color. So I love those. I don't know. I felt like I tried to make colors that would go with the team. So,
well, that's what I try to do. And the Rattlers one I found online. I like the colors. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with that. Even though it kind of looks like the Sharks, but I like the colors.
Yeah.
But the Indianapolis Speed is the one that I did on my own. I found the logo on Canva, and I went and I just copied it, pasted it over, and I was playing around with it, and I like the gray with the orange and red. And then I put on the white jersey. I'm like, that one really pops. And then, like I said, you add the red helmet with it too. I think it would look really cool on the ice for a road game.
That was just so much fun to create. I did that one morning, and it was a few hours playing with it, but I wasn't looking forward to it, Cody, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I did it anyways, and I ended up having a great time doing that. And that's something I'd like we could do this again.
Yes.
We just have to pick maybe the most obscure next time.
Ooh.
What do you think? Most obscure expansion in each division.
That'd be fun.
You know.
But honestly, I think my favorite jersey on your side was just one was this one. I like the green and yellow. Honestly, I may be biased just because I made the logo. Well, I mean, it was a template on Canva, but I just changed the colors.
Yeah, I had a logo. Cody made all the logos better.
Yeah, I definitely made the logos a lot better.
I didn't know where to find it, so I found stuff that I knew it wouldn't be exactly.
How about making an original team for the NHL to pick up?
Well, that's kind of what we're doing.
Oh, like on our that's. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Milwaukee team or I don't think Richmond's gonna happen, to be honest.
Richmond's not gonna. That was a left field throw. I go, that's just people. No one's gonna expect that.
Yeah.
But you could see Atlanta, even possibly Cleveland.
And
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee already has an arena too.
Right. And OKC might have an arena too. I would think.
Well, they do have an arena. They were just
the basketball team champs. Yeah. Phoenix could definitely have a team. That's a huge area.
And I know they've had talks with Portland. I know San Antonio is probably not the biggest one. I think they're going to go with Houston over San Antonio.
Yeah.
I only chose it just because there was actually Houston already has an arena technically too with the Rockets.
True.
So
yeah, I like that you went San Antonio instead of Houston.
Yeah, I wanted to be a little different on that.
I mean, I picked two places where we had come from, but I kind of made them different.
Yeah, I just brought the one I brought back was the Nordiques.
Yeah, so it was like I said, a lot of fun to do, and what's really gonna be exciting, people, is hockey is starting to happen again.
No, not just happen again. We're getting hockey this month. Next week, we are seeing hockey games.
Yeah, well, in a week or two after, we'll have, or maybe just a week after, we'll have start preseason games. And the Ducks and Kings are playing a few times.
Yeah. Oh no, he said, my bad. I thought you were making new updates for old teams. No, these were, I mean, other than the Phoenix and Quebec and the Atlanta, it was all.
Yeah, those are all new. Would be new total areas.
I see hockey every week of the year. I'm jealous, Adam. Okay, I'm jealous. I wish I could.
But, yeah, well, we've had a great off season so far.
No,
it's a lot better than last year, I think.
You know, it's funny. Like this off season, like news wise and hockey wise, was lame. I'm not going to deny. We didn't get any big free agents. There was no big trades. You know, not a lot of big news this off season, and it kind of died before it even really began. You know, like I said, the playoffs were great and everything, but after that, the draft was actually pretty lame too. I would say the 5-hour first round, that was bad. The Zoom call with every player and everyone had bad internet connection, bad. I think the only good thing about the draft is what the Ducks did with McQueen, going to Disneyland and everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's been a pretty dull offseason, like around the NHL. But I think for us, it was definitely entertaining doing this.
So what time are those games, Adam?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What time are the games, and do I want to drive all the way to El Segundo? Oh, I'm ready to pop my back.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely excited for next season or next week.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I'm excited for the season because last year I wasn't very excited, and just about every move we made a difference. Yeah. And it wasn't exciting when it happened, but when they started playing, it did. And then we've had the same thing this year. I mean, the most controversial thing is, the signing of Corey Perry, of course. And I even think right now Eddie's starting to come around with Corey Perry being a King. Not that he loves him, but it's been a lot on his podcast. If anybody, you should go listen to Eddie on Locked On Kings if you're a Kings fan, and also Kyle Carr on Locked On Ducks. They do a great job. In fact, you got to see the Captain of Chaos on Locked On Ducks, 2-3 weeks ago. So
Yep.
oh, so they're night games.
Yeah, they're night games. And I drive from San Bernardino to El Segundo every week. Yeah, but we're in Temecula, Menifee. I think that's a little farther.
You know what? I'm up for it. We can't do it today because we're booked already today. How much are tickets, or is it free, Adam, to come watch you guys play?
Yeah. And don't forget to go check on the Patriots golf tournament. No, I hope you still have time. I don't know when everything closes, but I believe they still have slots open from what I've heard for the golf tournament. Or if you just want to help out and donate, we bought a T sign to help support because of course we're going to help Adam and everyone there, and we will also be at the golf tournament too, doing interviews. Wink, wink.
So we're not exactly sure. It's not going to be a live podcast that day, everybody.
Yeah.
Just so you know, on the 20th, we will be out in Temecula at the site. We're still trying to figure out exactly how we might do that. Beer league, no cost to watch. Awesome. So there's beer?
Wait. I thought you were saying how much are we getting paid to go watch? I'm just kidding. Well, that's good to know.
So anybody, if you would like to be part of the golf tournament, Adam just said that it closes on Thursday before what, Adam?
The Thursday before.
Oh, the Thursday before okay. So not this next Thursday, the following Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have time to get out there and support Patriot hockey, everybody. We will be out there. Come out and greet us and meet us. And
yep, I'm trying to see if I.
Awesome. They do have a bar, so we could have some fun. Not that I'm a huge drinker, but one sounds always good, But
let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to do something.
I can see that.
And here is the golf tournament. Patriots 4th annual golf tournament, $100,000 shootout, hole-in-one contest, the Heckle hole. They do not have a bar, by the way. And then registration closes September 18th, so just 2 days before. Breakfast and lunch included, and everything. It's at the Cross Creek Golf Club in Temecula, California. 8 a.m. start right here. If you guys can't see on the audio side, come over to YouTube and Twitch and come watch it here. I'm pretty sure I'll be posting everything on the socials for this as well. So
yeah, and registration closes September 18th, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But it's for a great cause. It's for our veterans, so really go out and support them. I mean, we're not free without what they have done for us throughout, this country's whole existence. So,
yeah, they said, appreciate the share. We do need more golfers to register. So if you guys have any golf game, go register. I have no golf game. I'm not very good at all.
Right now, I mean, I don't either. I used to be decent, but last time I played, I was awful. But I've been dealing with a bad back, so I wouldn't want to go out and swing club right now anyway. But we're going to go out and talk with players and golfers, and that's going to be on our podcast. It won't be live, but it will go onto our podcast.
Yep. The last time I golfed, I went. Well, it wasn't really golf. We went to Top Golf with some buddies, and I swung the club so hard I ended up breaking the bottom end of the club. I swung, and then I noticed the club felt a lot lighter, and then the thing at the bottom was gone.
So thing at the bottom, the head of the club, you mean?
The head of the club. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. And plus, I don't have any clubs. My father-in-law says I can use his, but I don't trust myself with his nice clubs.
Adam says register even if you have no golf game.
Yeah, if you guys want to have fun, I'm just not a golfer. I probably want to break clubs more than.
Well, we're gonna be interviewing,
Yeah.
hopefully some of the players and golfers, and it's like I said, it's going to be part of the podcast next week. We're still trying to work out exactly if we will have video. I will have some video, right, Cody? It just may not be like this.
I plan on having video. I'm working on everything.
I'm planning on bringing everything I have when we do a regular podcast, and I hope that helps and works. If it doesn't, we'll just leave it in the car and go from there. But we're still trying to work out all the parameters.
Yeah.
But anyways,
ready to get out of here?
I am.
All right. Well,
I'm ready for
thank you everyone for tuning into this week's episode of Royally Quacked. Like I said, next week we'll have some hockey to watch. Thank God it's finally here. But if you guys like everything that you see, please like and subscribe, or leave us a rating and a review on your favorite podcast platform. It would help us out dearly. We go follow us on all social medias at Royally Quacked, and then also on all podcast platforms. Give us a follow and download. We'd really appreciate it. And I agree. Adam, go Ducks. Quack, quack.
Go Kings, go.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
A father